Hi, this is Renee with Fraley Farm Mini Homestead. As many of you guys know, most of the time when I come on here, I am discussing my homestead. I'm cooking, teaching you guys about gardening, my animals, all kinds of stuff. But today we're going to have a little bit different focus, and today I'm going to talk about me. I suffer from a condition called alopecia areata. And I'm sure that many of you guys have noticed I hardly have any hair. But this condition started, I guess, about 6 months ago for myself. And I was enduring a significant amount of personal stress. And I'm pretty positive that that was the trigger that set the ball rolling, y'all. I suffer from also autoimmune condition, and I have arthritis. As I'm sure many of you guys have seen that as well in my videos. I mean, it is what it is. In my family, we have several members that suffer from autoimmune disease, and a lot of us have debilitating arthritis. And I'm sure that also may have some to do with the alopecia. When it comes to alopecia, as many of you guys know, just the word alopecia itself means that you suffer from hair loss. There are all different types of alopecia, ranging from traction alopecia, which comes from tension being put on the hair follicles. And especially, I'm just going to break it down, y'all. You know, I'm a Black female. And a lot of times in the Black culture, when you're a child, you're going to have your hair braided. It's going to be in the most beautiful hairstyles ever. But when your mama or whoever braids your hair, your eyes are like this because your hairline is being pulled so tightly. And over time, people tend to lose their hair, especially, you know, around the edges, etc. Okay. Other types of hair loss would be what they call androgenic hair loss or androgenic alopecia. And that has to do with male pattern hair loss, but also females can have hair loss, particularly that affects like the temples, the top of the scalp, and then also, of course, in men, you'll see them particularly lose hair in the front of the crown in that area. Other types of hair loss include something called trichotillomania, and that is where people are persistent hair pullers. A lot of times that is also related to psychiatric illness, to anxiety, etc. Okay. Also with the alopecia, people can have something called alopecia universalis or alopecia totalis, where they lose hair everywhere. Okay, so that means hair on the scalp, the eyebrows, the eyelashes, and other personal areas that, you know what I'm saying, y'all. You know what I'm getting to. But anyway, when it comes to alopecia areata, that can be brought on by particularly autoimmune disease. In that particular instance, your body's immune system sees your own hair follicles as foreign invaders. And so what happens is your body's immune system will attack the hair follicles, and thus your hair is going to fall out. Okay. In my situation, like I say, my hair loss began approximately about 6 months ago. I've been wanting to do this video for a long time, but it took me a little while to kind of get the nerve up, because I had to do a lot of soul searching, a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? I had to have a lot of self-acceptance within myself. So like I say, in my situation, I do have autoimmune disease. Body finds itself foreign. My body's also attacking my joints. But approximately, like I say, 6 months ago, I started enduring a significant amount of stress. As some of you guys know, I did lose my job because I work in the medical field, and my job disintegrated because the company was bought out by a bigger company. I'm not going to go into any more detail than that, but some of you guys do know the personal story there. So after 20 plus years of working in my job, yes, I lost my job. So, but anyway, outside of that, I think that played a large part in where the hair loss began. Okay. So like I say, about 6 months ago, I noticed a small patch that began in the back of my scalp on my left side. But when it was nearing the end of the job, literally the stress level was so high, I woke up one day and literally overnight, I had 5 extra bald spots on the back of my head. It wasn't thin, it was bald. Nothing was there, okay? So, of course, you know, it seemed like over time, over those months, my hair got shorter and shorter and shorter. And it cracks me up because I didn't discuss my hair loss journey with anyone at my job. I didn't feel it was anybody's business, okay? Because it's a personal issue. I don't need to be discussing all my personal amenities with anybody. And it was funny because certain coworkers would make comments like, "Oh, Renee, I like your hair better long. Why do you keep cutting your hair? Why's your hair getting short?" Well, guess what? I like my hair long too, but I couldn't do nothing about it. Another thing too, people would question you, you know, are you gay? You got cancer? Are you sick? Blah, 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 blah. Well, you know the answers to those? No, no, and no. No, I'm not gay. No, I'm not transitioning. No, I don't have cancer. No, I'm not on chemotherapy. People are nuts. You know, there's just some real crazy people out there. And sometimes people need to really think about what they say to people. And another thing too that cracks me up is when you're talking to people and they're looking at your eyes and then they look up at your scalp and then they look back at your eyes and they look at your scalp and then back at your eyes again. Okay, whatever. But I'll get back to all of that, okay? Back to the alopecia areata. Other causes can be also like medication side effects, hereditary. So, and then of course there's always a possibility they don't know what causes it, okay? But like I say, in my situation, I pretty much know what it was. My hair loss originally, like I said, was just the one area, and then it became patchy. And then next thing you know, the patches got bigger. They started to go from separate individual patches to one big giant area. And then it seemed like it just spread like wildfire. So it's all over my scalp, okay? But, I mean, it took some time. It took some time for me to kind of get used to it, you know? I looked at it every day in the mirror. Multiple times a day in the mirror. Couldn't miss it, you know? So I had to come to terms with it myself. One day I woke up and I looked in the mirror and I had spots even occurring on the opposite side. So even on this side, I woke up and I'm like, oh my God, I just can't take it no more. So I decided to go to a beautician and I told her, I said, I need you to cut my hair off because I'm going bald. I'm losing my hair and I just want it to look better and I don't really want to cut it myself. So it cracked me up because when I went in, she said, well, you're a new client and I like to take before and after photos. I was like, okay, cool. No big deal to me. So when she cut my hair off, I could see the look on her face was kind of like, you know, she didn't take any after photos. But when she turned my chair back around and I looked in the mirror, the first thing I said was, I love it. I love it. You know, and I guess to her it was kind of strange because she was looking like she was ashamed and scared and horrified. She looked like she was horrified. So I think she was scared of how I was going to respond when I looked at my hair and looked at my scalp to the point where I didn't hardly have any hair. But really and truly, it made me feel so free. Oh, man. Because I had been watching my hair falling out. You know, you wake up one day and it's like, oh my God, what's it gonna look like tomorrow? What are people gonna say? And like I said, I'm so thankful that I guess God allowed me to accept the way that I look. I feel confident, you know. I've had people ask me, you know, does it hurt? Does your scalp itch? What does it feel like? Well, you know what? It don't feel like anything. It feels like you do when you look at your scalp or when you feel your scalp. The only difference is I got hair here, but when I rub over here, I don't. I feel skin. So, I mean, other than that, I'm okay. It doesn't hurt. It's not painful. It doesn't itch. I don't have sores on my scalp. But I tell you what, before I cut my hair off and before I accepted it, it was pretty tough because when you take a shower and you're like, you know, you want to wash your hair, but then when you look down and it's like, oh man, most of my hair is on the ground, and I just washed it away in the shower. But again, like I say, it took some time for me to get adjusted to it and accept it. And I thank God for that. I want to apologize if you guys hear any weird noises in the background. It's my refrigerator. This thing makes some serious noises. It might sound like an airplane. It might squeak. It just overlook it if y'all hear it, okay? But anyway, some of the treatments that I have undergone for my hair is, first of all, I'm taking an immune suppressant, I'm going to call it. It's a medicine that is more for treating the inflammation in my body, more for my joints, like I say, that, you know, because of the arthritis. But it's also used for alopecia areata. Unfortunately, it ain't working for the alopecia, but it does help some with my joint pain, okay? I've also seen a dermatologist, and she did steroid injections in my scalp. Oh my goodness. I wasn't ready for the way that was going to feel. I figured it was going to hurt, but when you sit up there and you get 20 to 30 injections in your scalp, front part of your scalp, side of the scalp, top of the scalp, back of the scalp, man, me and Jesus had a real conversation that day, okay? When I got to the car, we prayed and talked. We'll say it that way. Me and Jesus, we was right here. You hear me? Oh my goodness. In addition to that, I've also taken some topical minoxidil. I used oral minoxidil as pills, but I kind of had to stop that pill because I was developing hair in places I wasn't supposed to. I developed a mustachio, so you might see a little bit of a mustache on here. I developed sideburns, I had facial hair, I had hair under here, and Lord forbid I was getting chest hair. So I was like, oh, heck no. I had to stop that bad boy. You know, I'm not trying to do all that, okay? If it don't grow up here, I ain't worried about all that other stuff. So I went on stop that, y'all. But there's a lot of new treatments that's out, a lot of studies that's being done on some new medications. I don't think I'm interested in it, y'all, because I pretty much come to the term that it is what it is. And as I say, I am not my hair. I'm still Renee, with or without hair. You know, if you know me personally, you will know that I am short, sassy. Yes. And I'm smart mouth. Yes, I am. Okay. But I'm still the same person without hair. Okay. So thank God, like I say, I have learned to accept the way that I look. It is what it is. Because really and truly, I'm thankful. It could be other stuff. I mean, I could be suffering from some sort of cancer. I could have limbs cut off. I could be on dialysis, renal failure. I don't know. I'm just giving examples, okay? Because there's so many people that's my age and younger who are going through much tougher and much worse situations. So if all I got to deal with is some hair falling out and some arthritis, so be it. It is what it is, okay? Because I say if my immune system wants to take my hair, go ahead. It ain't nothing. It's hair, okay? You can also wear a wig if you want to. For me, I don't think I want to do that either, you know, because now you might catch me wearing a blonde one or a long one or a curly one. I don't know. You might. But right now, I could kind of care less. So if y'all see me out in public, I'm probably going to be looking just like this, okay? When you see me film my videos for YouTube, I'm going to be probably looking just like this, unless I'm going to have on a hat or something because it's probably cold outside. And I ain't trying to be having my poor little scalp exposed to 20 and 30 degree temperatures, you know. Or if it's sun outside and it's hot and toasty and warm and, you know, I'm going to be out there with my straw hat on, y'all. But other than that, I mean, it is what it is. So, like I say, it took me a little while to kind of come to terms with it because I had to accept it. you know. As far as my own personal treatments and what I'm doing since I've been dealing with this, I started a YouTube channel, y'all. That's therapy. I love my animals. I love my homestead. That's therapy, okay? I love spending time with friends and family. And when it comes to friends, a few friends caused me a little bit of stress in 2023. So guess what? My circle got a little bit smaller for 2024. So I had to dump off some baggage, y'all. Sorry. You know, basically self-care. You know, last night I took myself on a date. Took myself to the movies and had a great time with myself, okay? So, you know, I take myself out to eat. I just have to, I don't know, I just have to take care of myself. And right now, I am taking care of my mental health. That is more important to me than anything besides God, my son, my family, and those in my immediate circle, you know, that I love and care for. I got to take care of me, you know, and try to reduce my stress as much as possible. And sometimes that means that things don't get done. If I feel stressed, sorry, I ain't finna do it. If you ask me to do something and I think it's going to bring stress, the answer's no. No without explanation. I ain't finna do it, y'all. Sorry. You know, right now I'm not working. And I think that's the best thing for me is just me take some time for me, because I am the most important person. I'm the most important person in this world besides my son and God, and then my family, and then my friends. But at the top of that is me. Top of that triangle is me under God. So, so I just wanted to share that with you guys, because I'm sure some of you guys, like I say, especially if you know me, you're probably looking at my videos and thinking, what happened to her hair? Why she look different? No, it was not intentional. It fell out, y'all. But that's all good. So anyway, so I hope you guys will like, share, and subscribe. I hope you guys will forward this to everybody you know, because you just would not believe. There's a lot of us out there, y'all. I think in the United States, or I think across the world, let me back up, in the world, I think I read that there's about 200,000 people that suffer from alopecia areata. So it's out there, y'all. It really is. But anyway, I hope you guys have a blessed 2024. And I love you guys, and I appreciate all of you guys that support my channel. And I thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys will be blessed. Y'all take care. Bye.